Thank you, Honourable Member for East Guadalcanal.
Mr. Speaker, sir, thank you. Thank you for giving me a chance for talk a little bit about these Special Economic Zones Bill 1025. Mr. Speaker, sir, I rise to my full support for the Special Economic Bill 1025. This is a bill, Mr. Speaker, sir, presents an exciting opportunity for Somalians to take bold steps toward economic transformation by attracting investment, fostering industrial growth, and creating meaningful employment for our people. Mr. Speaker, as the Minister responsible for Fisheries and Marine Resources, I'm particularly encouraged by this bill's potential to unlock the economic value of marine resources, particularly tuna resources, to the deployment of fisheries-focused special economic zones. Speaker, sir, our nation is blessed with abundant tuna stocks, contributing approximately 10% to common revenue and adding about $23 million to our GDP annually. Yet, only 30%, Mr. Speaker, sir, of our 100,000 metric tons annual catch is processed locally, with the remaining 70%, a significant loss of value addition and employment opportunity for our people. Mr. Speaker said the Bina Harbour Project aims to reverse this trend by establishing a world-class tuna processing facility capable of handling an additional 35,000 metric tons of tuna annually. This initiative is projected to create approximately 1,600 direct jobs, predominantly by the women there, and generate $409 million in economic value over 15 years, averaging $27 million annually. Mr. Speaker, allow me to draw your attention to the Bina Harbour in Malaita Province, a transformative national fisheries infrastructure project. Bina is being developed as an onshore tuna processing hub with the certainty that when operation, it will be a major contributor to export earnings, job creation, and value addition in our tuna sector. In the same way as Noro has been to date, growing into busy economic hub, which provides export earning and numerous enterprise and livelihood opportunities. This SEZ Bill, Mr. Speaker, said once enacted, it will provide the enabling legislative framework to designate both Bina Harbour and Noro as a special economic zones, specifically for fisheries development. The designation will legally secure the areas for for export-oriented fisheries operations, enable provisions of investment-friendly tax and custom initiatives, allow strategic planning through development and operational licensing, and most importantly, attract both local and foreign investment into tuna industry. Mr. Speaker, said the bill rightly includes the fisheries products for export among the key purposes of SEZ under Clause 7. It introduces mechanisms such as development zones, license to build necessary infrastructure, operational license for managing zones, and the business permits that allow processing and support services to function efficiently. For both Noro and Bina, this means the opportunity to develop fully integrated fisheries SEZs with tuna processing, cold storage, export logistic, and ancillary services like boat repair and ice production, all under one economic ecosystem. The Speaker said, while this bill offers a solid foundation, I want to ensure it fully supports fisheries-based economic zones like Noro and Bina. I therefore offer the following. I look forward to see this in these schedules, one that is carefully assigned to fisheries SEZs to guide zone development around marine infrastructure and industry infrastructure and industry. Whilst the investment threshold of SBD $5 million for foreign investment in incentives is noted, I suggest lowering this investment threshold to our local investors so that fully Solomon Islanders' own enterprises can flourish. The Ministry, Mr. Speaker, of Fisheries should be formally represented on the SEZ Authority Board for zones designated for fisheries. This ensures proper governance, compliance, and sector alignment, which will help safeguard our hard-won access to prime markets for our processed products, particularly the European market. To boost investment in fisheries SEZs, the SEZ Fund should prioritize investment in the cold chain energy, water, and the waste management system necessary for fish processing. Mr. Speaker said the SEZ in rural areas like Bina must include community benefit sharing mechanisms, local employment guarantees, transparent land lease arrangements. This is critical to maintaining social license to operate in indigenous terrain. The Speaker said it is my view that the delays we have seen with the Bina would have been shortened should we have SEZ zone framework in place. I therefore like to thank my colleague Minister for Commerce and his officers for bringing this important legislation to Parliament. This bill, in my view, paved the way for self-reliance. About time we fund our own programs and flagship projects. Let's reduce the external reliance and boost our own commitments to fund the programs. Me like Callum because of the Bina, the Bina Hydro project that has been prolonged because Taimi Borom selling from overseas, out of the donor partners, they have the strings attached to the money. And this is important to us, for we must look within ourselves for immigrants, especially Bina project here. In this regard, I'd like to thank the government again for allocating $10 million starting from 2026 to fund our bigger national projects. However, we need to do more. The Ministry of Fisheries, aiding him every year, about 300 million, Mr. Speaker say. And why can't we put aside 80% of this annual revenue to build the Bina project, for instance? You go ask him, you go to Korea, you go everywhere, but we have the 300 million which Ministry of Law Fisheries and bring as revenue. And we have to use this money by project of Bina and quickly build in. We use the money, go down to the main consultative fund, and we don't know how the money ended up. And so this would be like for Kalamkam, why can't we put aside 80% of this annual revenue to fund the Bina project, for instance? When we self-fund our programs, we have little strings attached and a speed to compete our programs himself. Mr. Speaker, sir, that doesn't mean like we just put them on so that you come inside and look at him. And you must work with him. The project where you put a flagship will come on, you must put in funds to him. And the funds that we have, well, Ministry collective, we should be putting funds to. If I let people like all Bina 80%, I call for the 80% for Bina project. Mr. Speaker, let me conclude. As I mentioned previously, the SEZ Bill represents a pivotal opportunity for to transform our fisheries sector into a powerful engine of economic growth. By designating Bina Harbour and the North as special economic zones and building this element of economic hubs, we can unlock the full potential of our tuna resources, create hundreds of jobs, and foster sustainable development in our nation. I urge our honourable colleagues around this honourable House, this Parliament, to support this bill and to advance the prosperity of this country through this innovative and strategic legislation. Mr. Speaker, thank you to Thomas, Mr. Bill, and I resume my seat. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Minister for Fisheries and Member for East Guadalcanal.